do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Welcome to the Daily Fantasy 2-Minute Drill. There's a full slate of Major League Baseball games on the table today, so let's get right to targeting some of the hurlers and the hitters that can make you some money in tonight's action. We're going to start off with Stephen Strasburg at home against the Miami Marlins. Strasburg has been allowed to stretch himself out recently by the Nationals front office and managerial staff, and he's gone 7+ innings pitched in his last 10 starts. Now that's been a problem for him before that in his career, but now it seems that we can count on him to go deep in these games, and when he does, he strikes out over a batter an inning, so that's great for us in daily fantasy. Now, also, he is a much better pitcher at home, sporting a 1.58 home ERA versus a 4.99 on the road. I think that he is a fantastic start of the day and my number one pitcher of the day. My number two pitcher of the day is going to be Chris Sale, also at home and against the Houston Astros. He is a good candidate to go deep every single start that he makes. He averages a strikeout per inning on the season. And the Astros just happen to rank in the bottom 5 in the league in almost every single offensive category. This looks like a recipe for disaster for them. Vegas agrees. They have him over a -200 favorite. Low over-under. I think that Sale and Strasburg are definitely going to be your top 2 starters of the day. As for some hitters today, I think that we have to look first to David Ortiz, historically great at home against right-handed pitching, and today he gets to try and feast on Bud Norris, who is awful away from home. He was fantastic at Minute Maid Park, isn't really that great everywhere else, so I think that the Red Sox are going to have a ton of opportunities to score runs, and that means that Ortiz is probably going to be right in the middle of it. Some other Red Sox bats to consider would be Daniel Nava, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Shane Victorino coming off of a huge night last night. Picking on a guy who has some great lefty-righty splits, we're going to go with Salvador Perez, catcher for Kansas City Royals against Andrew Albers. Perez, a great play against left-handed pitching. He is not as good against right-handed pitching, but he has feasted on left-handed pitching in his career. His power goes up, his average goes up. He's a great play, and will allow you to afford those 2 expensive pitchers. A couple other cheap middle infielders for a GPP, if you want to get those pitchers in, would be Jody Mercer and Brian Dozier. Mercer, always a threat to go deep against left-handed pitching, and Dozier also in a good spot today. I think we also have to mention the Giants bats at Coors with Buster Posey, Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford, Pablo Sandoval, and Gregor Blanco being in play today for the Giants. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and tune in tomorrow. We're going to be talking about some NFL stuff with a short slate of Major League Baseball games. Bye, everybody.